IPMNation.com.
I'm Seth.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Tim. And we're Caster.
And you're listening to Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. This is Matt from IPMNation.com, and we are here at the studio as we record the show every Tuesday night from 6 to 7 p.m. The studio at 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia. Laconia, funky little gift shop and art gallery. And if you want to check it out online, of course, thestudionh.com. So a very cool place. We like to have a studio audience for when we record the show. So like I said, we're here from 6 to 7 every Tuesday night. So come on down. The weather is gorgeous, so you got no excuse not to come check it out. And, of course, we're also sponsored by Central NH Events. If you need a DJ for your event, go to centralnhevents.com. Mr. Tim Martin does a phenomenal job and is a big part of what makes this show possible. And we're also sponsored now by the Siren Agency, Scott Perry from the Siren Agency, who brings us a lot of these great guests that we have. And the Siren Agency has its own radio channel on IPMNation.com. If you go to IPMNation.com/TSA, you can hear a lot of the great bands that you can also hear on this show. We have actually, I never remember to mention it, but we also have a radio channel for Local Outbreak at IPMNation.com/LO Radio. So if you just want to, if you don't feel like listening to interviews, but you just want to listen to some of the bands that we have on the show, going all the way back to the beginning of the show, you can check that out too. So lots of good stuff. And our guests tonight, we have three members of the band Caster. So we have Seth, Matt, and Tim with us. How are you guys?
We're doing
great.
Well said, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
opening. Very strong.
I appreciate that. Now, who are we missing? The three of you are here, but it's actually a five-piece, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We are missing Craig, and we are missing Jing.
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 Yeah.
His
Jengasan.
name is Jengasan or
He's
Cengiz.
Turkish.
He's Turkish.
He is
okay.
Turkish. We weren't kidding.
Yeah, not
Oh,
He's
okay.
Turkish.
All right. And where are these gentlemen tonight on this fine evening?
Well, Craig was going to come, but he got he made some leftover spaghetti, and as he was driving here, he was wearing his favorite white shirt, and he spilled it on himself.
All of it. All the spaghetti.
So not only is he hungry, he ruined his favorite shirt, so he was too embarrassed, so he went home.
That's why not only
He
should
might have peed himself, so...
Well, that's even more embarrassing.
Yes.
Not only should you not text and drive, but you shouldn't eat spaghetti and drive.
Exactly.
Or pee
Absolutely
yourself.
not.
And then,
Or
and
pee
then Jing,
yourself.
I heard he's getting deported
Yeah.
back to Turkey.
Yeah.
Jing has to go back to Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Like tonight, they took him and
Right.
all done. Yeah.
Well, that's the risk you take when you have a Turk in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I saw that on a bumper sticker once. I never really knew what it meant until now.
Yep. Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, very good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here anyway. And
We're glad we're here.
Glad.
what
to be here.
do you?
Me too.
What do you brought? You brought some tunes with you here. Moving on, this EP. What do you want to play to start the show?
Start with number one, Speak Up.
Speak Up. All right, very good. So we'll play this and then we'll come back and chat. So this is Speak Up from Caster here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com.
I never thought that I would get the chance
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. We are back with three of the guys from Caster. We have Seth, Matt, and Tim with us. And why don't you guys each tell us what you do in the band? What is your role?
Tim here. I play lead guitar in the band.
Okay.
My name is Matt. I play bass, and I do a little bit of vocals.
A little bit of vocals.
Of vocals.
My name is Seth, and I play drums and I do backup vocals for
Okay.
Caster.
So you guys are a five-piece. What do the other guys do?
Jing does just vocals, and Craig plays rhythm guitar.
Okay. All right. Very good. And where are you guys from?
Manchester, New Hampshire.
Manchester. We'll say
We
Manchester.
always say Manchester, keep it simple.
Sure.
Manchester, New Hampshire.
All right. And now, is this a relatively new project, or how long has this band been around?
Well, we came up with the idea. We actually started jamming in 2012, but we just debuted the band a month ago.
Wow. So it is very new.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very new.
Absolutely.
I just joined the band about, I would say, 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, roughly that.
So 5 months ago I joined. They were looking for a drummer, and I'm best friends with all these kids, so I absolutely joined.
Yeah. Okay. Now, why so long between when you guys first started jamming and making this into a band? What changed over that time?
Basically, when we started, we had our original drummer, and we spent a lot of time in the studio, and we took a lot of time, took our time doing it, and tried to make it perfect. And right as we were done, we actually parted ways with our drummer.
Oh, what happened there? I'm always looking for the dirt.
It's just a conflict of interest. He had his own thing going on. We wanted to go this direction, and it just didn't really work out. And
Okay.
after that,
We still love him.
we still love the kid.
Yeah.
It's just no hard
that-
feelings.
No, that's
but
good. That's good. Is he in another band?
I don't think so.
No,
No.
he's being an adult.
He's
Oh, that's no fun.
He wants one of those full-time jobs. It took a while to find a drummer because all the good ones are taken,
Oh,
including this one for a while.
Well,
So-
I quit the band I was in to join your band.
and it just took a while to find a drummer, and once we found Seth, now everything kind of fell into place, and now we can finally release ourselves and move forward.
yeah.
Basically, it took so long from when we started first jamming until we debuted ourselves because we wanted to do everything right. We wanted to have
Exactly.
We wanted to have an EP ready. We wanted to get merch printed. We wanted to be like, here's our band,
Music video,
here's everything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I noticed
Enjoy.
you got a video up already and everything. That's
right.
That's really cool. So, that's unusual. It's an unusual approach, but a smart one. Most bands kind of don't take the time to set everything up so that right from the beginning you've got a really professional presentation.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was it that caused you guys to want to approach it that way and to be smart about it? Because, like I said, most bands it doesn't even occur to them to really kind of do all that stuff to really have that foundation.
Exactly. You can only make one good first impression, and we've all been in bands before where we were just before we had everything done, where it's hey, we want to get out there and play shows, and then after we're done playing, people are just oh, do you have stuff for us to buy? And we're like, no, we don't. We don't have
We're
anything.
still working on it.
And then,
It's nice now because we haven't even played a show yet. So when we play our first show, we'll be like, hey, so this is the music video you've all been watching. Hey, here's the CD you've all been waiting for. Here's our shirts. Here's our stickers, etc.
you have everything.
Yeah.
So
People
everyone will
remember us
actually
right
be
away.
able to remember us because they'll have a product of us.
Right. No, that's great. Have you guys all been really active in the scene prior to this band? Because obviously, I would assume too, with that approach that you've taken, you must have a lot of collective experience.
Yeah, we were in a band called the Wake Up Call, way back in the day.
High school.
And high school time.
06, 07.
What was it called?
The Wake Up Call.
The Wake Up
Oh, okay.
And after that, we kind of felt the face of the earth. This kid was still in.
I joined a band called Ballast that got pretty well known around New England, per se.
Yeah, I was going to say, I definitely remember Ballast, yeah.
And then, but that was metalcore. So that was metal music. And now we're all doing pop punk, which is much more fun, in my opinion. To play. But
nicer.
Yeah, it's a lot
Less
happier.
aggressive.
It is less aggressive.
We don't have people with bloody noses. Well, you never know. I can't say that.
It is pop punk. It's still pop punk.
That's true.
But
Some people mosh to anything,
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Shania Twain. People are punching each other.
So is Ballast, Seth? Does that band still exist? Or?
That was all done. Actually, funny story about that one. So Sean, who was our bassist, just got married.
Yeah.
Brian, who was our guitarist, just got married. Dave, who was our vocalist at the time, had a son. He's getting married.
Wow.
And I also have a son, and that's kind of where the start of the band dissipating started.
Yeah.
Was with me having a kid, because responsibilities, now it's time to work. Like, we were all having big dreams in Ballast, like saying like, all right, let's go on tours now, let's do this and that, and it just kind of phased out as soon as I had a kid.
Yeah.
But it's still a huge passion of mine, and that's, I mean, these guys understand where I'm coming from.
Sure.
To the point where if I can't make it to a practice because I'm working or I have to take care of my son,
right,
they understand. So it's great.
Yeah,
and
that's
I know
good, yeah.
My fiance too, she would definitely support it if we went on weekend tours or week-long tours. Like, she would totally support it. So it's a good place to be right now.
Yeah, no, that's good. Are you the only dad in the band?
Well, Tim is pretty much a dad too with his beard. Tim's beard is the dad.
He's the only.
It was
he's
a
the
lot.
only technical dad.
Yes, only
Okay.
technical
We're all
dad.
dads.
I have a dog.
That counts.
It kind of counts.
Then why not?
Well, it's good. We all work full time. We all have, responsibilities.
Yeah.
So we all take care of our things and
Yeah.
know what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So
When are you guys going to start playing out? Because you mentioned you haven't done a show yet.
We're hoping to be playing in the next month.
Yeah.
So, keep an eye out on Facebook and whatnot for when that will be.
Yeah. You won't have any problem getting shows, I'm sure. Are you working with Scott at the Siren Agency on doing shows, or are you just kind of?
I've been talking to him back and forth.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can set something up fairly soon.
Yeah. Good. Good.
A surprise.
That's news to me. But okay, that's cool.
But,
Are you the one that handles that stuff, Seth, from the band? or are you the-
no, it's going to be all of us.
Yeah.
It's going to be a group effort, because we're huge fans of not having to pay to play shows.
Oh, yeah.
We want to
Yeah.
have it, no ticket sales type of thing. Like, you pay at the door if you want to get in, support the bands, buy their merch. Because, I mean, if you look at the group, the age group that actually goes to shows is between 15 and 20 right now. So 15 and 20-year-olds are going to be asking their parents for money. They'll give them $10, and that's just to get in the show. They have no
Right.
money for merch. What helps out bands is buying merch. That's what gives us
Exactly.
gas money. That's what makes it so that we can buy other merch.
Yeah.
So we want to do everything our own way and try to book shows at halls, rent out halls, so we can do stuff like that instead
Yeah.
of booking through companies that make you sell tickets.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're basically doing from the CD to the basically besides the people who film the video, we've paid for all that ourselves. So we're gonna do our first show the same way. We're just gonna do it ourselves. We've done everything ourselves now. Why stop?
Yeah. That's really cool. I admire your approach to it, and really.
It's a little bit of a risk, but at the same time,
We're all here to have fun.
Yeah.
Music is for fun for us. So
Exactly, and it should be for everybody.
We want to do it right with no stress, really.
Right. Yeah. That's very cool. Good for you guys. And why don't we play another track? You brought this EP moving on. What do you guys want to play next?
Let's go with number 3, Trust Me.
Trust Me, and then in parentheses, I Walk Alone.
Yes.
All right. Very good. So this is Trust Me.
Test him. Didn't know that.
So this is Trust Me from Castor here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com.
This is not the way it's supposed
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. This is Matt from IPMNation.com, and our guest tonight is we have 3 members of the band Castor here. And where does the name come from, Castor? Why Castor?
Tim here. I came up with it. It doesn't mean anything. I thought it sounded cool.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Good a reason as any. Though, feel free to come up with if you think of a story before the end of the show, feel free to throw it in something ridiculous.
We could try.
Be careful when searching for Castor, though, because it might come up with just a bunch of wheels.
I know. I found that out.
It's ER, not OR. Castor.
Right. So it's not like castor oil,
Correct.
Which would be OR. And tell me about the EP. Where was this recorded, and how'd you guys go about this?
We recorded that with Misdirected Media in Manchester, New Hampshire. We did that in spring of 2013. So we recorded about a year ago and just are releasing it now. So
yeah, Misdirected Media. I don't think I'm familiar. Who's that? Who's
our buddy Jeff Gagnon? It was in bands such as Mia's Time, Ambery. I don't know if you're familiar with those names, but he opened up his own studio up in Manchester. And
cool. Okay.
Right in the Mills.
It's like in the Mills, like right behind Murphy's Tap Room. I don't know if you know where that is.
Yeah.
Do you know Project 2 Studios?
Who runs it?
It's Connor Hayes.
That name is really familiar.
He recorded Ballast, Spies, like every local band you could name around here. He's done. Their studio is right near his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They actually work together on stuff too sometimes.
So, wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They have a good relationship.
And their studio, they have Misdirected Media has more than just like audio.
It's multimedia.
It's multimedia.
They do music videos.
They also shot our music video.
Oh, cool.
So they have not just like videos. They have audio. They have like website. Like they make websites. They do like a whole bunch of stuff. So if anyone's ever looking to like do that type of stuff, go look it up. They do really good work. It's
very nice.
Fun to work with them too.
Do you know how do you find them online? Do you know?
Misdirectedmedia.com.
Okay.
Facebook, you can just search Misdirected Media.
Okay, cool. Yeah, always want to support local businesses.
Absolutely.
Local recording studios. Absolutely. Very cool. Yeah, it seems like there's a few of them that have been in the Mill buildings in Manchester. I'm always hearing about a new studio, and some of them have come and gone, unfortunately. But and how did you find Misdirected Media? How did you?
Jing have been friends with Jeff for quite a few years.
Yeah.
Dating back to like later Ambery, like early Mia's Time, So
okay.
Sounds funny to say.
Mia's Time times.
Exactly. So when he opened his own studio, he was just like, Jing was actually living with him at the time, so we were just like, oh, well, you need like a band to get off your feet, like we'll come be like a test project. And
so you were the first band to record there?
The first like full band to record.
Cool.
He's done like rap stuff. He does like a whole bunch of stuff, but we were like the first like full band that he started working with. Then shortly after, other bands started trickling in.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. And does Jeff, when he recorded you guys, was he just engineering, or because sometimes in situations like that too, the engineer becomes sort of a producer. Almost accidentally in some cases, but I mean, did he have any input or?
Yes and no. I mean, he helped us along with some parts, but not as much as a real producer would do. We basically did everything ourselves, and he would help us along with that.
Yeah. And why an EP instead of doing a full length or just doing a single, or any particular reason?
Well, we didn't want to come right out with a full length. That was basically all the songs we had written thus far, so it made sense to just put those 5 songs on their own
those
EP.
were your favorite 5 songs you had written at this point, right? When you recorded them?
Those are all we had at the time.
Yeah, we had about
one.
6 songs, and we picked 5. So
yeah. Now, how much material do you guys have now at this point?
We have a full set, probably like 13 songs, I would say.
Oh, cool, good.
Not quite 13.
Is it?
We have 10. We have 10 songs we can pick from.
Yeah,
but we're always trying to write more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We have like 10 like full songs and like a couple other songs that we have like parts of that we're gonna finish up. Once all this hecticness right now is going. 'Cause we're releasing everything, and now the show and everything.
We're writing a lot now, is what we're trying to say.
Yeah. No, that's good. Do you all write together, or how does that work?
Yeah, we generally all we
come up with
we
parts,
try to
bring it to practice and see what we can do with it.
Yeah. Try to all collaborate with each other.
Right.
works out
That's what
very
being
well.
a band is.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of bands have like that one person that brings all of the material and everyone just kind of plays it. Like so, we try to collab all together.
Yeah,
as much as we can at least.
Good. And so, was it expensive to do a video right out of the gate, or I mean, was that?
I mean,
because that's a big step.
You got to spend money to make money, if you will. So like we kind of we I think we got a fair deal for the music, but I mean it is expensive.
it is pricey. That's why we all work, to help support ourselves.
That's why I'm glad everything's done, because I'm not handing over like a couple $100s every now and then. I work so hard for this.
But
it's worth it.
But for what we wanted to do, it made sense.
Yeah.
So it was worth it.
Yeah.
Absolutely worth it.
Tell me a little bit about influences, because you guys strike me as you probably listen to a lot of different kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure we all listen to different bands, like all of us.
Yeah,
but obviously, since we're playing pop punk, I myself, pop punk bands like Newfound Glory, bands like that. So
the story so far, it's one of my new favorite bands right now.
And like I got like stuff like. I listen to like Taking Back Sunday, like Brand New, all that stuff. So along with like Newfound Glory, like bands like the Swellers.
I still listen to a lot of metal.
I listen to metal too. I'm not gonna lie, it's still it's
a lot of metal.
It's still in my blood in there.
Yeah. So we all have influences coming from all different directions. So it's nice.
Yeah. That's good. I think it's a sign of intelligence. I've always thought that. I think I don't trust people who only listen to one kind of music.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
There's something wrong with that. So
closed-minded people, they're out there.
Yeah. There's a lot.
They're
of
everywhere.
Them. There are a lot of them. Are you guys going to be when you embark on doing shows? Are you going to try to play out a lot this summer, or are you going to be thinking about recording your next disc, or what's
a little bit of both? I would say
we're going to be doing. We're going to want to try to do one. Like we want to record one song every 3 months. That's like kind of a goal of ours. So we're still active, but at the same time, we do want to play a lot of shows this summer.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I do.
Absolutely.
I'd love to push our CD, sell everything that we have.
Right.
So we can actually make money to record more songs.
Yeah, we'd love to, sell out our album and then, record another one.
Yeah.
And hopefully people really enjoy our album, because I'm actually not even on the album. So I'd like to be a part of a new album.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So,
our old drummer recorded, and at the time when we recorded the video, at the time we hadn't had a drummer, so our other drummer Jarrett filled in while we filmed the video. So
okay.
Unfortunately, Seth isn't involved with either of those.
I'm not in the video either. I'm like, we're a new band, but I'm not in it yet.
It's okay. People will realize once they see us live.
That's why you have to support us so we can record
come out
more.
live so you can actually see what we really sound like, or hear what we really sound like.
Exactly.
Please,
or both.
Thank you.
Or both, yeah.
You'll be pleasantly surprised.
Well, let's play another track from the EP. What do you guys want to play next?
Moving on, it's the title track / last track on the CD.
Okay. Hey, before we play that, by the way, who came up with this concept, and how do you describe this? Because this is really cool. I dig
Jing
this
actually did all of that. He was a graphic design major in school. He has a degree in it, so we definitely put our full trust in whatever he designs. So it's great that he can do all that.
And again, doing everything ourselves, like even coming down to our T-shirt designs when we do like release them, all done by Jing, everything.
Oh, okay.
And if you actually open the CD, like actually take out the disc itself, it's like a burnt disc, as if you can see on the front, like you can almost see through it. So
yeah, so for those
cool
listening,
design.
It's designed like a letter with the postage and everything, and very very cool. Yeah,
I was really excited when he showed me his like rough copy. I was like, this is a really good idea.
Yeah.
You can see it on our Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Because you have no idea what we're talking about right now.
Right.
So go look at it on our Facebook.
And it's facebook.com/castermusic. Is that, if I remember correctly, is that the link?
I believe so.
I think so too. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Oh god.
I'm 99% sure that's it.
Okay.
And I'm 99% sure because Tim is. I trust him.
All right.
Trust
Who
me.
made the Facebook?
Jing.
Oh, that's why.
We already played Trust Me. I'm sorry. What? Kidding. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. So what are we
Tim
playing?
was Tim was making one of his silly puns about our CD.
Yes.
We're playing "Moving On." It's the last track.
All right. Cool. So this is Moving On from the band Castor, from their EP of the same name, Moving On. So we'll listen to this and then we'll come back and wrap up. Castor with us tonight on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. This is Matt from IPMNation.com, and I want to remind everybody, of course, that we do record here at the studio in downtown Laconia on Tuesday nights from 6 to 7 if you're in the area. The studio is at 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia, New Hampshire. TheStudioNH.com is the website, and like I said, it's a cool, funky little gift shop and art gallery, lots of cool art. So has new stuff on the walls and lots of cool stuff to buy. And as always, thank you to Melissa for letting us do the show here every Tuesday night. And of course, the show is available at ipmnation.com/local outbreak, as well as if you're in central New Hampshire, you can hear it Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's Real Rock. And of course, we do archive all past episodes of Local Outbreak at ipmnation.com/local outbreak. Also, too, we're sponsored by Central NH Events. Go to centralnhevents.com. Tim Martin will DJ your event, your shindig, your hootenanny, whatever you want to call it. He does a great job. So centralnhevents.com. And thank you, Tim, for all your support. And, of course, also sponsored now by the Siren Agency. If you go to ipmnation.com/TSA, you'll find the link to the Siren Agency's media pages and, of course, the Siren Agency channel on ipmnation.com. And let's see, anything else I need to mention? I think that's all for that. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Not a problem. Thank you for having us. This has been fun.
And we want to make sure people know again. So it's facebook.com/castermusic.
Correct.
And where can people find the video? Is there a link to the video right on
YouTube.
the
Yep. You'll see it. You'll see it all over our Facebook, but yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Just search Caster, Same Old Story. Should pop up.
Okay. Cool. And all the tracks from the EP, are those available online at this point?
Yep.
Yes.
You can get them on iTunes, CD Baby,
and
and
Spotify.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you can buy it on Amazon, places like that. So
Great. Yeah, you guys.
And you can definitely buy them from us.
yes.
Yeah. Awesome. No, you
We
guys
have a lot of them.
You guys got
we
your
do.
bases covered, which is great. So, well, thank you so much. And what do you want to play to wrap up the show?
We're going to play Same Old Story, which is the song that we did the video for.
Excellent. All right, very good. So this is Same Old Story from Caster here on Local Outbreak on ipmnation.com. Thanks, guys.
jamnation.com.